Thanks, Josh. I'll give people just one more minute or so. All right, so I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening for our Clean Heat Standard virtual community meeting, the last in our current series of meetings. Thank you not just for joining this evening, but for those of you that have participated in other meetings. We really appreciate all the input. We don't have any new material to present tonight. I will do a couple slides on the process. My name is William Space. I'm Senior Technical Advisor for Climate Programs at MassDEP. I have with me today several people on our Clean Heat Standard team: Emily Lamb, Angela Parnay, and Josh Cook. And we're all here to listen carefully. If people have any input for us tonight, we'll be looking forward to that. So I'm going to turn it over briefly to Emily for some logistical notes.
Yes, thanks. So as Will mentioned, the meeting is being recorded, and to minimize background noise, everyone is on mute, and we'd ask that you stay that way unless you're speaking. And then also, if you haven't already, you could enter your name and affiliation if relevant. If you need to rename yourself, you can do that in the participants panel by hovering over your name and selecting the rename option. And so then there'll be opportunities, or most of this meeting will be dedicated to hearing from you all. So if you'd like to speak, to provide a comment, you can use the raise your hand function, which can be found in the participants panel. And you can also put comments in the chat if you'd like instead. And with that, I'll hand it back to Will.
Great, thanks, Emily. So simple agenda. We're almost through the first part, and then we'll be taking comments from people that wish to provide them. Next slide. So just briefly to remind people where in the process over the last couple of years, we got some incentive and direction is a better word for us to start working on a clean heat standard from several versions of the state climate plan and also a Clean Heat Commission report. Last year, 2023, we did a significant amount of work on sort of laying out the basic questions around clean heat standard program design, and also putting out a draft framework document and around what the program might look like. And we had a couple of comment deadlines along the way to sort of allow us to take stock of what we had and think about how to move forward. Next slide. So now here we are in 2024. We've been busy this winter with also proposing emissions reporting regulations and continuing on with our concept of some technical sessions related to non-residential crediting, as we had a couple last year on other subjects. Where we are right now is right up against this written deadline for our informal stakeholder process, which is tomorrow. And then where we're headed later this year is to hopefully finalize our fuel supplier reporting regulations that kind of underlie the compliance obligations of the Clean Heat Standard, and then also propose the actual regulatory requirements. Next slide. I want to emphasize the primary purpose here is that we have a written comment deadline tomorrow. I should say it's not a hard deadline in the sense of a regulatory process, so you can still always send us information anytime you want. But the idea is we want to kind of start really taking stock of what we've gotten and working on our regulations, and so we want to provide a kind of closure here. We don't need at this juncture you to repeat what you've told us before. We will consider the body of comments as we consider how to move forward, but we did want to provide a deadline in case people have new ideas or things that you may want to have, ideas you may have refined or reactions to some of the information we've shared over the past month or so, including our crediting ideas for non-residential buildings and some of the potential changes to the framework that we shared earlier this month. So we want to, the main purpose here is we have found that most people, including citizens, thousands of citizens, do seem to like the idea of submitting written comments. But we did want to have this meeting to accommodate people that may prefer to speak over submitting written comments. So that's the primary purpose here. I could take some quick questions at the end of the meeting. I also want to say, if anybody is new to this process at all, there's a link here for the MassDEP Clean Heat Standard website page. You can also find that, with the search engine or however, and it has a lot of material. If you're new to the process and you're having trouble finding things on the website, you can also submit questions anytime to the email address here, climatestrategies@mass.gov, and also sign up for further updates if you want to make sure you're notified, for example, when we do propose regulations. So that's this end of my introductory comments and really what I have to say at this meeting. I'm going to pause now and open it up for comments people have. I'd like to prioritize comments since that's the primary purpose of this meeting before we get to any kind of last questions. So does anybody like to raise their hand or otherwise give us comment? Or if people do have questions, then we could spend a few minutes on those. I don't think I'll have too much new to share, but if happy to entertain a few. It seems like we don't have any questions or comments. It always makes me a little nervous when we don't hear anything. So if somebody wants to say hello or send us a chat to make sure you're hearing us, that'd be helpful. And then I think if we don't have any actual people that want to comment, we'll close out the meeting. Great, thanks, Stephen. Okay, well, again, I want to thank everybody for participating. We'll remain online a couple more minutes, but it seems that we don't have additional comments or questions this evening. We look forward to written comments from some of you, and we also, as I said, are continuing to look back at all the comments we've received before, and those are all posted on the website with summaries, and we intend to do the same with comments we receive on the 5th. Okay, last call. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Josh, I think we can close out the meeting.